Hey guys, let's get ready together. I have some of my stuff out here. I have my mirror. I'm good to go. We'll do a pretty simple everyday look. My husband and I are just going for lunch. That's all that's happening right now. And then I'm going to do some filming today, and then I'm going to pick up my son from daycare. So that's basically all that's happening right now. And the makeup needs to be really, really basic. So one thing that I'm trying anew today, and I have never tried before, is SHISEIDO Refining Makeup Primer. So let's see how that fares. Okay, it is okay. So it is beige in color. It's not a clear, transparent, or cream primer. It's beige. Well, let's see what it does. All right. This has a little bit of coverage. That's weird. I didn't expect that. Very smoothing, silicone based, and it's kind of brightening if you believe me, because you can see, I mean, you can see what it does for my face. Feels very smooth on the skin. Okay, not quite what I was expecting, but we'll see how it functions. So I feel like it kind of evened out my skin, which is not what I expected from this primer. Okay, if you're my skin tone, I think this is gonna be cute, but if you're a darker skin tone, then I think you need to keep away from this, because this is not transparent. It's not an invisible product. It definitely leaves a tint on my skin. For my skin tone, I like it, but if you're darker, I would say stay away. Then I'm going to take my Météorites Baby Glow by Guerlain. I'm in the color 2, and just sort of give myself a little bit of a moisturizing going over. I do like to layer products. I think layering is where it's at to achieve a natural look. Small, thin layers. And I think this is kind of similar to what I've heard Lisa Eldridge say. She was saying that, you know, it's not really about how few products you use, although that helps make the look natural, obviously, but it's about using extremely thin layers to build up the effect that you want. And Lisa Eldridge is the goddess of makeup, so when I heard her say that, I'm like, yes, I agree, that's what I do too. I'm going to take Reveal Algenist Biotechnology from San Francisco. Reveal Concentrated Luminizing Drops. This is a liquid luminizer. So let's see. I don't think I love the drop applicator. Okay, that's a little gold for me. I'm not a huge fan of really gold things on my skin tone, because I do not actually pull yellow. I'm sort of a little bit more on the, okay, so a little bit of a glow, very subtle. I'm a little bit more on the cool tone side. Okay, so Boi-ing concealer, as always, you know that I'm using this one currently in the color 01. This is Benefit Boi-ing. Let's do the under eye concealing very lightly. Again, I'm using extremely light layers, but this layering gives the effect of very healthy skin, and you can tell that it doesn't really look made up. Like I said, on my channel, you probably won't see the super made up looks. I'm not that, you know, that person who does super creative, crazy makeup. I'm the girl who does everyday makeup and who works and looking at it. So I'm gonna do some more cream products today, incorporate this Buriti Bronzer from this palette, and I'm gonna take it onto a synthetic brush by Real Techniques. This is Base Shadow Brush. And I'm going to apply it and sort of lightly buff it into the skin. Do you see the difference? And it's a pretty natural look. I really love this bronzer. Finally, I'm so happy that I have it in full size. So I am going to finish this small size first, and then this is not gonna take a long time. Like, look, I really don't have a ton left, but this is probably my favorite bronzer I have ever tried. I'm looking forward to trying more bronzers, but at least for the cream bronzing, this is my favorite. There we go. For powder bronzers, I do enjoy powder bronzers as well, especially for summer, and I have some favorites too, and maybe I'll do a separate video for bronzers for pale skin. So I'm not really enjoying this glow. I think this is a bit of a fail. These drops is this color Champagne. Maybe I'll try to add them into the foundation because they're quite liquidy, slightly creamy maybe texture, so maybe they'll work in the foundation format, like mixed in, but I don't really think it looks that great as a highlighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Living Luminizer, I think, Magic Luminizer highlighter, another to be purchased from RMS Beauty. By the way, if I didn't mention RMS Beauty. And add that on top of my cheekbones, just for a little more oomph there. More oomph. So I'll give this Algenist one a chance as a foundation mixer, and then we'll see. So the last thing I want is maybe a little bit of red. I feel like red is going to be matching nicely here with what I'm wearing and the overall look I'm going for. And this is a really nice red. It's a true red, very highly pigmented cheek and lip product, and it gives you just the prettiest flush. I think I still prefer the Stila formula for cream cheek products, but this color is really, really nice. And I'm just applying it with a brush very slightly, and then I'm blending it in with a finger, and you get this pretty flush of healthy glow. So this is kind of base makeup is already done. Let's go for brows and sort of liven up the complexion. So this is Lancôme Le Crayon Colle. I do not recommend it for you because it is in fact an eyeliner, but I use it for brows because, you know, because I refuse to abide by the rules. I use whatever I want. And a small amount, and then I blend it in, and it seems to work very well for me, or at least well enough where I'm satisfied with the look of my brows. And again, I'm not really doing the Instagram brow thing. Thankfully that trend is dead. I'm glad it is because it was a pretty bizarre trend that looked very weird in real life. So brows are on. I want to set them. I have my trusty, oh no, that's an eyeliner, trusty Milani clear brow gel. There we go. And now let's move on to eyes. For the eyes, I'm going to be going for my Lisem Watier cream shadow ombre velours supreme in the color Top Velours. And I'm going to be using my finger for this one. You'll be amazed at how easy this looks and how natural. I'm going to go on my eyes today. So I'm just blending it kind of all over the lid very lightly with my finger. That's all I'm doing, literally. That's it. I would also probably smudge it slightly under the lower lash line. I am going to go ahead and take the Wet n Wild highlighter, Ultimate Brow Highlighter, and give myself a little highlight under the brow because I do like that. I think it brings the look together nicely, and it blanks out veining on my eyelids because I have fair skin. I do have a significant amount of veining on my eyelids, and of course it's nice to be able to conceal it without any problem. It's possible to use this thing on the sort of waterline, but I don't think it stays super well. I think we're just going to go for the Diorshow Maximizer 3D. This is my favorite lash primer. I've been using it for years. It's the only one I can actually recommend because it is a lash conditioning, and I do notice the difference when I use it, especially in winter because, you know, dry air, what it does to hair and lashes and skin is just atrocious. So I actually love getting one for winter and just carrying it through the winter under every mascara. And I do find that my lashes break less actually. So I'm going to give myself a layer of this lash primer, give it a second to dry down. Meanwhile, let's go back to the face. I'm going to take my Ambient lighting powder in diffuse light from Hourglass. If you watch my channel, you know I use this a ton. I'm going to pick it up with my contour brush from Real Techniques and set my under eye. Set under my brow if you want to, you don't have to do that. And I would actually use the same powder just to set the center of my face as well. The rest of it, I kind of want to leave dewy because that's what the look I'm going for, but just in the center of the face, I want to give myself a little powder down. I think lashes. It's time for lashes. Let's get this Yves Saint Laurent Effet Fossile, Volume Effet Fossile, lash or fake lash effect, I guess, false lash effect, and apply that to the lashes. I think with the primer you only really need one coat because the primer gives you a lot of thickness. This is the final effect, really nice and bright and easy. I think the last thing we need to do is a little bit of a lip color. I'm going to take this limited edition MAC color. It's called the VIVA GLAM Taraji P. Henson. I can't say that I know who that is, but let's go with it. And it's a bit of a fuchsia stain for me. But what I'm going to do is massage this into the lip so it looks like a stain. It doesn't look like a lipstick. My favorite ways to wear brights. This is the kind of look we're talking about. Really fresh-faced, easy, and super quick. That's it for today. I hope it was fun for you to get ready together. Try this look out. It's very fresh and it's quite natural because of the creaminess of the products that we use, and also in terms of lip colors. If you're not a huge fan of brights, try to wear them like that. That's the way I started wearing brights, and it's a really comfortable way to wear bright colors, and easy. It's easy and it's appropriate. You can wear bright colors that way, just as a little bit of a punch up in the color. So have a good day, guys. Have fun. See you later. Bye bye.